Section 1. A giant leap. Across the field? Humans. We love to launch things. Rocks, birds, in Angry Birds at least. Ourselves, on roller coasters. But what about launching a person with a giant slingshot? Could it be done? Should it? Let's find out. Imagine a giant slingshot stretching across a field, ready to fling someone through the air. It sounds crazy, right? But also kind of awesome. The idea of launching ourselves at high speeds is both terrifying and exhilarating. It's the kind of thing you might see in a cartoon or a sci-fi movie, but could it actually work in real life? Let's dive into the science and find out. Section 2. Slingshot Science 101. It's all about the stretch. Slingshots are simple machines with a surprisingly complex physics engine under the hood. They work by storing energy. Pull back the pouch, and you load up potential energy. Release, and it transforms into kinetic energy motion. The farther back you pull, the more potential energy you store. The more potential energy, the faster the launch speed. But here's the catch. Humans aren't exactly built for extreme acceleration. Too much. And it's bad news bears for our squishy bodies. So, launching a person isn't just about how big we can build the slingshot, it's about finding the sweet spot between a thrilling ride and, well, not turning someone into a human projectile gone wrong. Section 3. The Human Catapult. Can we handle the G-force? Today we dive into the fascinating world of G-forces and how they affect the human body. Buckle up because this is going to be a wild ride. Our bodies can handle a surprising amount of force, especially over short periods. Imagine the thrill of a roller coaster or the sudden jolt of a car crash test. These experiences push our bodies to their limits, but only for a brief moment. Think car crashes or roller coaster drops, but there's a limit. Our bodies are resilient, but they aren't invincible. The forces we experience in these situations are measured in G's or G-forces. G-force measures acceleration relative to Earth's gravity. 1g is the force we feel due to gravity when standing still. It's the baseline for all other measurements. 1g is what you feel standing still. It's the force that keeps us grounded, literally. But what happens when we experience more than 1g? Fighter pilots experience around 9g's for short bursts. These highly trained individuals undergo rigorous training to withstand such extreme forces. They wear special suits to help manage the blood flow in their bodies, preventing them from blacking out. But even they black out if it lasts too long. The human body can only take so much before it starts to shut down. Prolonged exposure to high G-forces can lead to serious consequences, including loss of consciousness. Launching a person with a slingshot would mean intense G-forces. Imagine being catapulted through the air at incredible speeds. The G-forces would be immense, and the risk of injury would be high. Too much, and you risk serious injury, broken bones, internal damage, you name it. The human body is not designed to handle such extreme forces without consequences. Not exactly the fun kind of launch we're going for. While the idea of a human catapult might sound exciting, the reality is far more dangerous. Safety is paramount. The key is controlling the acceleration. By carefully managing the forces involved, we can make such experiences safer and more enjoyable. A gradual buildup of G-forces would be better than a sudden, jarring launch. Think of it like accelerating smoothly in a car, rather than slamming on the gas pedal. Think of it like merging onto a highway versus hitting a brick wall. One scenario allows for a smooth transition, while the other is abrupt and potentially harmful. One's a bit more survivable. So, while the idea of a human catapult is thrilling, it's essential to consider the forces at play and how we can manage them to keep everyone safe. Section 4. Material matters. Building a slingshot for a human, don't try this at home. So, we need a slingshot strong enough to launch a person but gentle enough to not turn them into a human pancake. This means we need to carefully balance power and safety. The materials we choose will play a crucial role in achieving this balance. What materials could possibly handle that? Regular rubber bands? Nope. They might be fun for a small-scale project, but they simply don't have the strength or durability needed for something of this magnitude. We're talking super strong, industrial-strength elastic materials. These are the kinds of materials used in heavy-duty applications like industrial machinery or even aerospace engineering. They can stretch and store a tremendous amount of energy without breaking. Think bungee cords on steroids, maybe even something like experimental polymers or carbon fiber composites. These materials are not only incredibly strong but also lightweight, which is essential for our slingshot to function effectively. The frame itself would need to be incredibly sturdy too. Steel beams, reinforced concrete, maybe even some strategically placed titanium for good measure. This frame has to withstand the immense forces generated during the launch. We're talking about withstanding immense forces, so this thing needs to be built like a tank. Every joint, every bolt, and every piece of metal must be able to handle the stress without failing. And let's not forget the harness. This is what will keep our human slingshot rider safe and secure during the launch and flight. It wouldn't be a simple seatbelt situation. A regular seatbelt just wouldn't cut it. We need something far more advanced and secure. We'd need something that distributes the G-forces evenly across the body, like a high-tech full-body suit, maybe even with some sort of internal cushioning system. This suit would need to be designed to protect the rider from the intense forces experienced during the launch and flight, ensuring they remain safe and comfortable throughout the entire experience. Section 5. Slingshots through history, from Angry Birds to space exploration. Slingshots have been around for centuries, used for everything from hunting to, well, launching Angry Birds in video games. But have we ever launched anything close to a human? Turns out there have been some crazy experiments. Pumpkin launching catapults, anyone? We've even used slingshot-like mechanisms to launch objects into space. While not quite human-sized, these experiments provide valuable insights into the forces and materials needed for a truly epic launch. They show us that with enough ingenuity, and maybe a touch of madness, we can fling just about anything sky-high. Section 6. Safety first, or maybe second after fun. The challenges of human slingshots. Okay, so we've got a super strong slingshot. This isn't your average backyard toy, it's a marvel of engineering designed to launch a human being through the air. The sheer power and tension in the bands are enough to make anyone's heart race. But with great power comes great responsibility, and a human guinea pig, or volunteer, strapped in and ready to go. This brave soul has undergone rigorous training and preparation to ensure they're ready for the ride of their life. But before we pull the lever, let's talk safety. First off, aiming. This isn't a game of Angry Birds where you can just fling your character into a tower of pigs. We need precision here. The trajectory must be calculated with pinpoint accuracy to ensure our human projectile lands safely. Miscalculate the trajectory, and our human projectile could end up landing in a tree, a lake, or worse. The consequences of a misfire are not just a funny mishap, they can be catastrophic. Then there's the landing. Imagine catching a human-sized water balloon. The force of impact is tremendous, and without proper cushioning, it could result in serious injury. It's not going to be pretty. We'd need a giant net, a massive airbag, or maybe even a pool of soft, squishy foam to cushion the impact. These safety measures are crucial to ensure that our volunteer doesn't end up as a cautionary tale. And even with all the safety measures in place, there's always an element of risk. The unpredictability of human slingshots is part of what makes them so thrilling, but it's also what makes them so dangerous. Launching a human is inherently dangerous, and no amount of engineering can completely eliminate that risk. Every launch is a calculated gamble, a dance with danger that requires meticulous planning and execution. The thrill of the launch, the rush of adrenaline, and the sheer spectacle of seeing a human being catapulted through the air are what draw people to this extreme activity. But it's the careful balance of fun and safety that makes it all possible. So the next time you see a human slingshot in action, remember the challenges and risks involved. It's not just about the thrill, it's about the precision, the preparation, and the unwavering commitment to safety that make it all possible. Section 7. Conclusion. A slingshot to the future? So, can we launch a human with a giant slingshot? The answer, like most things in science, is a resounding maybe. The physics are there, the materials exist, and we've even launched pumpkins into oblivion. But the safety concerns are significant, and the line between thrilling and terrifying is razor thin. Perhaps someday, with enough advancements in materials science and engineering, we'll see human slingshots as the next extreme sport. But for now, it remains a fascinating thought experiment, a testament to human curiosity and our endless quest to launch ourselves into the unknown. And hey, if nothing else, at least we've got Angry Birds to satisfy our slingshot cravings.